Research is what I am doing when I don't know what I am doing. Okay. If we knew what we were doing, it would not be called research, would it? The third thing is, I have not failed. I have successfully discovered 10,000 things that don't work. So that concludes research from my perspective. So let's proceed. Okay. Let's start it with my country, India. It's situated in Asia, and some of the interesting facts about India is popularly known as the Indian subcontinent because of its huge diversity in culture, caste, and languages. You will be amazed to know we speak more than 780 different languages in our country. So you can well imagine the diversity which is available in our small subcontinent. Okay. It accounts for 17% of the total population of world, which is around 1.35 billion. Last day I was having a conversation with my friend, and we were talking about the present ongoing football World Cup. So I asked him like how it is called as football World Cup. So he told me because all the people of the world, most of the countries of the world, they are participating in it. So we call it as a World Cup. But I told him India and China both accounts around 50% of the total world population, and they aren't playing. So how can it all be a World Cup? Because half the world population is not playing. Okay. Some of the major religions of the world has originated from here, from our country, that is Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism. But the ultimate question of my study: why, in spite of such diversity and population, we Indians don't do well in medal tally of Olympics? Well, there can be many reasons behind it, but one which I will be focusing is the level of university sports in India. Now, some of the interesting stats about USA. You can see through this graph, and there are the top universities of USA which has added in medal tally of USA in Olympics. Like you can see University of Southern California, the medal tally, the lowest is 100 from when the Olympics started. So basically we can see university sports has lot more to do in a country's Olympic participation. We can see from this example. And now, that's why we are here to make a mark in the place of world sport, because the reason lies with it. So, here's my topic: the comparison of selected anthropometric variables among the intervarsity players of different regions of India. Presented by Chandan Paswan. I am a research scholar in Lakshmibai National Institute of Physical Education, Gwalior. Okay, now over to my topic. Now, introduction. Like I have already told you, it's one of the greatest diversities the world has ever seen. And in spite of that, we lag in world sports. We just fall short of some or other reason to leave a mark on the world sport, especially Olympics. Now, India. Okay. Now, what's the major reason behind it? Like, why do we lag behind in world sport? There can be many reasons, but one of the main reasons that I am focusing is the anthropometric variable that are one of the main reasons for upliftment of sports. Okay. Now, that's the same. It's about anthropometry. You can read it well. Okay. Now, the purpose of the study. The main objective which I am dealing with is to compare the different anthropometric variables among intervarsity players. The students who have represented intervarsity from in India, okay, coming from different regions of India. For that purpose, what I have done, I have divided India into 4 different regions, that is South India, East, West, and North India. The students who are coming from all the regions are taking the data. Okay, now the methods. A total of 40 intervarsity players are chosen who have represented different intervarsity games for the purpose of the study, coming from different regions of our country. The whole Indian subcontinent was divided, as I told, into 4 regions, that is North India, South India, East India, and West India. We have a total number of 29 states, so I have divided it in these 4 quarters. Now, each of the regions consists of 10 players, okay, and all those 40 players have represented intervarsity level at different sports. Now, the subjects were taken from Lakshmibai National Institute of Physical Education, Gwalior, which is a deemed university from which I am pursuing my PhD. And another is Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya in Indore and Jivali University Gwalior. Okay. Age, weight, health, skin fold, and blood measurement were done from the various sides of the body. Body density, body fat percentage, and lean body mass in kg was computed and compared. Okay. The skin fold and body weight measurements were taken from International Standard of Anthropometric Assessment of 2006, and the body density and fat percentage was calculated using Durin and Bowlesby equations. Now, coming to the variables which I have taken. These are the variables which I have taken, which somehow they help you in approximate of sports performance, that is age, weight, height, girth of biceps, subscapular, suprailiac, abdominal muscles, thigh, calf, head, and so on. This were a total of I think 19 or 18 variables which I have taken. Now, for the purpose of the analysis of data, here are the descriptive statistics. Like you can see here, age and the subjects were divided in 4 quadrants, like the regions of India. Total number of subjects in each group were 10. The mean of age came around 21, and the standard deviation was 85. You can see the data here of age, weight, height, and triangles of different groups. Okay, now it's continue. The girth of biceps, subscapular, abs, and thighs. The mean and standard deviation are being shown in this figure. Here is another one. The other variables which I have taken: calf, head, neck, arm relax, and arm flex. Now the forearm, wrist, chest, waist, and body density. Now you'll be seeing like I have marked it with red color. Like the South Indian had the most denser body, which is 1.06, and they were seen as denser when compared with the rest of the part of the India. And the body fat percentage, you can see again the South Indians they were the least in calculating the body fat percentage, which was around 17.09, and the lean body mass, the West Indians had the edge. It means they were more leaner and more muscular than the other part. Okay, now here is the ANOVA table. I have applied 1 by ANOVA to compute my data, because there were 4 groups, so I have chosen this statistics to compute my data. And you can see the F table here, F ratio, which is around 5.008 in the age quadrant, which is on a higher side. So we can say the significant level is less than 0.05. So we can say the age is helping significantly in the upliftment of the sports performance of Indian standards. And the weight, all the other variables except the biceps also holds a significant value, that is 0.013. Now continue. Same with the suprailiac, it holds a significant value when compared with each other. And the rest of the variables, that is abs, thighs, and calf, were insignificant when compared. Head, neck, arm relax, and arm flex, they all were insignificant. And forearm, wrist, chest, and waist. Again, wrist. It was the FL was on the higher side, and it also came to 0. It was less than 0.05. Now the last variables, that is body density and body fat percentage and lean body mass, all very insignificant when compared. Okay. Now a table for comparison which showed significant relationship. I have only included the variables which showed a significant amount of relationship. Okay, when they were compared with each other. So by this we can see the age between the North Indian and East Indian showed a significant relationship. Okay, this was around 0.02, which is quite a good significant result. And again with the age group between South Indian and West Indian, that was 1.40, and South Indian and East Indians again, it was 0.002. The biceps, it also came significant. Whereas North Indian and West Indian, they had 5.30, and the South Indian and West Indian had 5.70. Same goes with the suprailiac. You can see the values. and the significant values are marked under the asterisk.
1 minute.
Now, class, the arm length and the range also showed significant relationship with each other. Here, you can see the value over here. The arm flex had a greater amount of significant value with the South Indian, that was 3.81. It had a greater significance. Same with the wrist. And wrist was the only variable which showed more significant value when compared with each other. Okay, now the result part. The result shows one way ANOVA was applied to better results of the study by keeping the level of significance at 0.0. The result showed that the South Indian had denser body with a mean of 1.06, and also they had the least body fat percentage than the others with a mean of 17.09. As I've already showed you that in the table. But when it came to the lean muscle mass, the West Indian had the upper hand with a mean of 56.4. Now, the variables like age between East Indian and North Indian, West Indian and South Indian, and East and South Indian, and again biceps between West and North Indians, and West and South Indian, suprailiac between North and South Indians, and North and West Indians, arm relax between North and South Indians, and wrist curve between North and East Indians. They all showed significant relation when compared at 0.05.
Play finish.
Now the conclusion. With the above study, it can be concluded that we rightly term India as a subcontinent because of its rich diversity, and that can be seen with the findings of this study. As the South Indians were the fittest and less fat percentage, but with a denser body than others. Whereas the university player of West India has more muscle mass. It can also be concluded that the 8 skin fold measurement like biceps, suprailiac, and girth measurements of arm, flex, and wrist shows significant relation when compared and plays a vital role in upliftment of the player's performance. Now here are my references. Any questions, please?
Video fuerte aplauso, por favor.